Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel. It's the modern day UFC save, as it's UFC 248. Jedrzejczyk take it on Zhang Weili as our main event. Of course, in real life this was not the main event. That would be Yoel, Romero, and Adesanya, but we know how that fight went in real life. And as far as maybe we'll have a bit of a luck of the draw with, we have the same type of caliber fight that these two women had in real life the first time around. Oh, even the second fight was great. But this is a big card for sure. Before we get into it, though, we do have one piece of mail, and that is that Devin Clark failed his drug test. He is positive for PEDs. Brutal. As far as from that perspective, he got the win over Tyson Pedro. We let go Tyson Pedro after this win, just because as far as for him, he was not the same caliber fighter it seemed like than everybody else, and it's just like, I love him fighting Australia, and yeah, just brutal. Brutal to now have the 25th light heavyweight in the world here in the UFC, as far as now not going to be available for a year. I want to say maybe a year and a half. Oh no, it is straight up a year. Alright, so yeah, no Devin Clark for a year. Brutal. Brutal. I figured someone was going to get popped eventually. Didn't think it was going to be this soon, though, but as far as in 7 episodes in. But as far as, that's kind of the main part of what the mail is. Nothing really more to talk about, so we can hop right in to the pay-per-view, which is a much-needed pay-per-view. The cards as of late, we haven't been racking up a lot of money with these cards, but we know this pay-per-view should save us, very, very much save us from a terrible financial month, as Jedrzejczyk and Zhang Weili in the main event, then Yoel Romero and Israel Adesanya middleweight title fight as the co-main, as jazeer de Silva taking on Brandon Moreno in a flyweight contest. Of course, the winner of this takes on Figgy for a flyweight title fight. Kevin Lee, of course, we just saw in real life his return, and boy, that did not go well at all. Taking on Beneil Dariush, as two guys that in real life now are coming off of pretty brutal beatings, as far as at least Dariush lost to Charles Oliveira, but he has a nice little 155 fight. And then the gatekeeper at 170, Neil Magny, taking on Alex Oliveira, as to open up the pay-per-view. Neil Magny, of course, with his size, and be able to clinch guys up and be able to use that size to his advantage. I don't know, I'm not sure how exactly it's going to go over here in the simulation, because with that size and him being able to clinch guys up, usually, as far as he's able to keep guys on the cage. We'll see if that's going to be the same case here. And then Montana De La Rosa taking on Mara. No, that can't be right. Yeah, no, I guess it is Mara Romero Barella at 125. And at 145 fight, Jeremy Stephens and Calvin Gatter, rather. Jesus, Calvin Gatter, Jeremy Stephens, two hard-hitting 145ers. Stephens, 1 pound over, so it'd be 146, but yeah, man, you get the gist. As Gerald Meerschaert. Oh man, I always forget how to pronounce it. It's Gerald Meerschaert. Oh fuck, yeah, it's something like that. What did I say, Gerald for now? Against Rodolfo Ferreira, as Ferreira and Gerald is probably how we're gonna announce that one, because boy, Rodolfo, for some reason, sometimes it just gets fucked up. But Rodolfo versus Gerald, nonetheless, at 185, middleweight fight, the only middleweight fight on the prelim. Then Max Griffin taking on Lee Jingling, the fucking leech himself, at 170. This is a big-time fight. As for us, for both guys at 170, both guys looking to climb up the ladder, of course, in that division, and two very, very talented fighters. Pretty much buried on this prelim, to be honest, but that should be a fun fight nonetheless. And then Sean O'Malley taking on Jose Alberto Quinones, says Quinones at 135, O'Malley at 135. This, obviously O'Malley won this fight in real life. We'll see, what happens here as far as with O'Malley coming in, obviously with a lot of hype as far as stand-up wise, but we'll see if Alberto Quinones is able to take him to the ground. As Sabarik Savronov taking on Alexa, rather. Yeah, that's what it is, Alexa. I always want to say Alaska for some reason. Alexa Kamar at 205, the only 205 fight on the prelim. And actually, I think that's the only 205 fight. Yeah, it's the only 205 fight on the entire card. He had to kick off the prelim of the pay-per-view. As far as two heavy hitters there, hoping for an exciting knockout to start off the prelim. And as far as now the analytic side of things, Zhang Weili making her first defense of the women's strawweight title. Of course, if Jedrzejczyk wins, starts the second reign, two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. I'm hoping that includes both the male fighters, but I'm assuming it's just the female side of things. Weili's ranked 11th, and Jedrzejczyk's ranked 24th. It's the fourth time that Joanna's been in the main event, second time for Zhang Weili. As Jedrzejczyk is at American Top Team, Zhang Weili is 2-0 against other members of that team. Now, Joanna does have the reach advantage, but as far as from what we saw in real life, obviously those two went on a hell of a stand-up display, and really Zhang Weili was lighting her up, even with the reach advantage, a reach disadvantage rather for her. As for Zhang Weili, she is a slight favorite, 4-3. It was a big fight, Zhang Weili, obviously as far as Jessica Andrade, and as far as Jessica Aguilar and Torres, as far as fought some tough girls for sure, but this is definitely her toughest challenge yet at this point. And Joanna Jedrzejczyk coming in at 10-3. Of course, she's fought Shevchenko, she's fought Thug Rose twice. Of course, lost to those fights, but and Claudia as well. Both have beaten Jessica Andrade and Torres as well. So you have that, but as far as hasn't gotten a finish since Jessica Payne back in June of 2015. So this one might go the distance, if you had to guess. But as far as Zhang Weili, we know that she has the skills to light her up. But we know Joanna Jedrzejczyk is tough as hell and is able to stand in there for 5 rounds. Yoel, the soldier of God, Romero taking on the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Now, this would be very, very funny if Yoel Romero wins this fight. He is the favorite on the Blurcast staff picks, which is crazy. Both fighters are world-ranked middleweights. Adesanya first, Romero fourth. Adesanya has won 3 of his last 5 fights by decision. It's crazy. Yoel Romero has won a fight since February of 2018. I kind of forget why he gets this fight, because I think somebody either couldn't fill in for the fight. I believe that's what happened. Because, obviously it's very weird that somebody that's on a 2-fight losing streak gets a title fight. And, it's, exactly what happens here with him and Adesanya. Which, Adesanya, I believe his last fight was, him beating Whitaker. Yeah, so as far as big-time opportunity for sure. As far as he's had, the Derek Brunson fight, I remember, was really, really fun. And the Silva fight, that was just kind of passing the torch. I wouldn't say that was fantastic, but it's a fantastic moment at the end. The Gaslam fight, that was crazy. That fight was incredible. Yeah, this is a big-time fight, though, for Adesanya. This is, as far as the size advantage, as far as in the wrestling advantage, would go to Yoel Romero, but he just stood there the whole time. Adesanya was just piecing up. That fight was brutal. Hopefully, it's not as boring as the real-life fight. As Jazeer de Silva taking on Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno, two of the best flyweights in the world. As de Silva third, Moreno ninth. As Jazeer de Silva 7-0 on the Blurcast stat pick, which is pretty crazy because obviously Moreno beats him in real life, but 9-5. He just lost to Benavidez. He's beaten Figgy in the past by decision. He's as far as so that's something very interesting to think about going into his fight. Been around for a while. Those fought John Dodson and lost to Benavidez twice. Beat Scott Jorgensen. Fought Cejudo, lost by a split decision though, and also the Ray Borg loss back in March of 2017. But it was on a nice little win streak until the Benavidez rematch. She got finished. That was the Ngannou Dos Santos ESPN card. But this is it's a big fight for both guys. Obviously Moreno, youth on his side, and this kind of starts the Mexican wave, really. I guess you could say Yair Rodriguez does. He's kind of the flagship. He's the Neil Armstrong of the Mexican wave of fighters in the UFC. He's kind of the first guy to really, plant the flag of being one of the top guys in the world in his division. But as far as he didn't really have a great record going into the fight. So obviously Sergio Pettis is a savage. Alejandro Portora is a tough guy as well. The Askar draw, which I forgot that fight completely how that went out, but I do remember. I guess that was Yair Rodriguez, Jeremy Stevens on the ESPN card. But yeah, the KKF win was very, very huge. I mean, as far as KKF, obviously, a tough dude at flyweight, so that was a big win for sure. It's funny, it also beat Luis Smolka as well in his debut fight. But this is a big fight for both guys. Obviously, I'm hoping Moreno does win, just for the fact of we know how great the Figgy Moreno fights are in real life, so maybe they'll be great here as well. Motown Phenom Kevin Lee taking on Beneil Dariush. It's funny, obviously, not being the being a guy that looked like was on the rise. He took out Woodley, had some good size on him, especially at lightweight, and just as far as couldn't really get it all together, though, unfortunately, as far as because when you lost to Ferguson, Ali Quinta, and the Dos Anjos losses are tough, but when you beat Michael Chiesa, when you beat Edson Barbosa, even Jake Matthews, and as far as Francisco Trinaldo as well, he's beat some tough guys at lightweight for sure. But it's just funny. Obviously, his brother Keith is now just obviously super famous for being a food review person, and here Keith Lee's been fighting for a solid almost probably decade, close to, if that. Yeah, been close to a decade now of fighting just in the UFC. So definitely before that he was fighting. So yeah, fighting almost a decade, and as far as not at the same level of fame, obviously. But Beneil Dariush obviously is a guy that has the talent to be at a top lightweight in the world. We see that in real life, but a guy who's lost to Edson Barbosa, lost to Michael Chiesa, so MMA math would dictate that Kevin Lee would be the favorite. But he's on a 3-fight win streak, so give him a bit of a, as far as some momentum going in this fight. It's a big time fight, though. Big fight for both guys. I think it's gonna be a really good fight, though. To be honest, Kevin Lee, as I talked about Keith. And now he's on the brain, but Kevin Lee, 5-inch reach advantage. I would say strong favorite for sure, but can't count out Dariush. That is for sure. As Neil Magny taking on Alex Cowboy Oliveira. As Neil Magny is the underdog, but again, he is the fucking gatekeeper at the welterweight division. And a guy that, as far as that size, that 6'2", what he's able to do with his size, to be able to muscle guys up against the cage in a clinch and just really hammer down. When you think about some of these wins, Kevin Gastelum, Hector Lombard, Carlos Condon, Johnny Hendricks, obviously some of these guys. Well, I would say Condon was still in his prime in 2017, kind of slightly out of his prime. He wasn't the feared Carlos Condon that he was at the beginning of the decade, but the guy that's obviously been here forever. As far as I think his first fight, was it 2013? So yeah, he's been here almost a decade. Obviously in real life he's been there a decade, but a dude that has fought some very, very tough fighters and came out on the winning end. When you only lose to Damian Maia and Dos Anjos, and as far as that's not a bad list as well. But the Santiago loss. Santiago's a bit of a dog, so you can't really be too mad about that. But yeah, a guy that puts on exciting fights too for the most part. Looks for finishes, and as far as obviously he can go the distance with using his size, but sometimes he does look for those the elbows, the knees out of the Muay Thai clinch, and he can stand up with you too, which is awesome to see. It's gonna be a problem though, but Alex Oliveira, as far as Brazilian fighter, guy with another Muay Thai background, which I think is perfect for someone against Neil Magny, but it's on a 3-fight losing streak though. But Gunnar Nelson's a savage. Obviously Mike Perry, as far as a guy that can stand and bang with you, he's a problem. He also lost to Yancy as well. They also lost to Cerrone and Gilbert Burns. So he's fought some tough guys. And Nicholas Dalby's a tough dude as well. So, just losing to some tough guys. He did finish Carlos Condon, so you have that as far as MMA math would dictate maybe a slight favorite. But it just seems like he's not at the same level of fighter he was kind of towards the beginning of his run in the UFC. But he's the favorite on this as far as from the Blurcast Stat Picks perspective. And on to the prelims now, as Montana De La Rosa, Zamara, Romero, Barella, as both fighters, as far as the flyweights, from the women's side of things, as Montana De La Rosa is the favorite, 7-0 on the Blurcast staff picks. 10-5, 3-1. As far as she lost to Andrea Lee, which Andrea Lee's obviously one of the top as far as flyweights in the world on the women's side of things. She's the 8th flyweight in the UFC, 11th in the world. It's a big time opportunity. As far as and Romero Barella, she's 10th. So this was a pretty close fight. She's from Italy, 12-6-2, no contest. She lost to Lauren Murphy, which in Caitlin Chookagian, who's now the flyweight champion, so can't really be too upset about that loss. Now kind of thinking back on it. But yeah, I mean, Lauren Murphy's just big for a flyweight, so it's like you can't really fault that too much. But I mean, I think it's going to be a good fight, but I think Montana De La Rosa's probably got the edge there. Little Ethan, Jeremy Stephens, taking on the Boston finisher, Calvin Gatter. You know, Calvin's tough as hell. When you take an absolute beating like he did against Max Holloway, you're a special kind of guy. But this is what leads up to the Holloway fight, when he beats Jeremy Stephens. We'll see what happens in real life, though, is that, Jeremy Stephens has the power to finish guys at 145. He, is on a bit of a losing streak, though. He lost to Aldo, lost to Zabit, had the no contest with Yair Rodriguez, which I forget what happened there. Failed to make weight, Jeremy Stephens. Huh. It seems like that can't be it, because unless they just, I guess he just pushed it back to October because he missed weight. That's weird. Usually don't really see that happen. Yeah, but the guy that has fought Max Holloway has fought Cub Swanson, Charles Oliveira, Frankie Edgar. As far as the only kind of big wins is Doo Choi, and also Josh Emmett too, and knocked him out with an elbow. But mainly just kind of he's fought the best, but came out on the losing end of it. But that again, this division started out as a lightweight, went up to featherweight now as he's gotten older. He's fought some very, very tough fighters, but Galvin is as tough as they come as far as a lightweight guy, 20-4, 4-2 in the UFC. He's also lost to Zabit, but as far as Zabit's a bit of a problem. But Shane Burgos, as far as that finish, do remember that, the Miocic Ngannou card from UFC 220. Also finished Ricardo Lamas, knocked him clean the fuck out from what I remember at the Moraes Cejudo card, and back in June. So that was a fun fight. As this is a good card for sure. This is a good card. This is a good opportunity for guys like Calvin Gatter to get a big time win on a pay per view. But Stephens is the favorite with the reach advantage. You think it's going to be a tough night for him. GM3. It's Gerald. I'm not even going to try it. Meerschaert, I think, is Meerschaert? It's something like that. Now I'm blanking on how it's even pronounced. Against Rodolfo, the black belt hunter, Ferreira, as Ferreira is the favorite, no surprise there. As at 6-0, just fucking jacked beyond belief. An absolute tank at 185. And as far as GM3, he's got a tough night ahead of him, I think. He is a veteran for sure, but he's a 5-4 in the UFC. Just lost, and he's lost 3 of his last 4. The Kevin Holland loss. Jack lost as well. And Diego Big Monster Santos at 213. It's, as far as, this is a big time test for G3. This is probably a make or break fight for him. Because if Ferreira kind of pounds him out and really just makes light work of him, we might get rid of him, to be honest. The way his career is going as of late. Is the Leech taking on Max Payne Griffin. Leech is the favorite, which is no surprise. Because he's awesome as, as far as welterweight, 17-5, 9-3 though in the UFC. 2-fight win streak here. I mean, Jake Matthews is tough, so I can't really knock that loss. The Kaita Nakamura loss, I remember that. That was, Barnett Nelson, that fight night card. Very, very surprised how that played out, because obviously Kaita Nakamura at that point was a veteran for sure. But still, it's just shocking to get the technical submission in the third round. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely a big-time fight for both guys. As far as this is a great opportunity for them to fight on the prelim of the pay-per-view. Max Griffin, though, 3-5 in the UFC, not great. Not a great record, but he did beat Mike Perry. So he got that over him. But he's fought Thiago Alves, too. Colby Covington was his first fight. Yeah, I mean, he's fought some tough guys, for sure, even early on in his career. But yeah, 34 now. This is a bit of a feeding for the Leech. This should be, hopefully that's a good fight. The Sugar Shot OMalley against Jose Alberto Quinones as El Teco himself. Yeah, this is another feeding for Sean O'Malley, as he was undefeated at that point, 10-0 as far as. It's just funny, him just kind of with the crazy colored hair and all the fucking all the more tattoos he's got and the beard. It was baby faced, Sean O'Malley, that picture. But yeah, Alberto Quinones here, Jose Alberto Quinones. This is a feeding for sure. Even though he's 5-2 in UFC, 8-3 as a whole, he's got a good style. Like, both guys are going to stand up and throw strikes for sure. But just O'Malley's just, we know obviously what he turns into, and I think the skills is going to just be a little bit too much for him. But then the opener of the prelim, as Kimura making his debut here on the prelim. He is the slight, no, he's not even the slight underdog. He is the underdog, according to the Blurcast stat picks at least. That's Safarov, 9-2, 1-2 in the UFC Sambo background. As far as won his first fight, lost to Tyson Pedro and Villante as well. So, not a great track record as far as those two losses. And finishes as well. Actually, I think the first one. Oh, yeah, both finishes too. Not great. As well, black and white picture as Broadview Heights, Ohio. Actually, not sure where that is in Ohio, but 5-0 with as far as with a Serbian descent, which makes sense. There's a lot of kind of in the Cleveland area. That's why Miocic is in Cleveland. As far as there's a lot of like that, Serbian, Croatian, a lot of like immigrants from kind of that, I guess that'd be Eastern Europe, yeah, as far as a lot of them going to Cleveland, as far as a lot of Poland descents as well. Trying to think what else. Obviously, your typical German, and as far as most, as far as with immigrants going to just America in general, but as far as Laxar, Kimura, big time fight, making a debut on the pay-per-view prelim. A lot of eyes going to be on him. We'll see how he does in his debut. Slight underdog though, plus 140, so that's a good sign. Minus 180 for the Sambo Russian fighter from Safarov, as he has the youth on his side though. There's Alexar Kimura, Yves Levine's a referee, cage side judges there, and opening bell, and they engage in the center. Misses the big right hand to Safarov, and here comes Kimura with a counter, attacks with a jab, and a right hook to avoid the last possible second. There's a punch, but so Safarov equals it, and now Safarov looking to clinch him up, got him against the cage, looking for that probably judo throw here potentially, maybe a trip. Just going to get some dirty boxing now, a nice short uppercut, doing a good job keeping him against the cage here. Still smothering him against the cage. Yves Levine's going to separate him. Good call, a minute left in the first. Safarov comes forward, there's a kind of jab from Kimura. And, there's a counter, a nice little 1-2, but doesn't lead to a blow. Safarov coming forward again, there's two left hands from Kimura off the counter. Another two-punch combination that's avoided by Kimura again. There's a nice straight right, though, after missing on the setup jab. Dodges the right hand to Safarov, and now he counterattacks with the left jab and a right cross that just misses. End of the first round, as far as definitely, I would say Safarov won that one just from that first 2 or 3 minutes of the round. He had him up against the cage, just lighting him up. But it's close, though. Definitely not over, as far as Alexar Kimura can definitely bounce back here. That's not a great start, though. Takedown right off the rip. Tries to fight him off, but he's just getting smothered here. Looking for the scramble, that's not happening. Safarov is doing a very, very good job of not making sure he doesn't get caught. Until he gets potentially caught in an armbar from the bottom. Alexar is throwing everything he can. That's kind of make or break time for him. He went for the scramble, but Safarov is too quick, though, and grabs him, and he's inside control now. So he's not going to be able to get the armbar from the bottom. Looking for some elbows, and a quick succession, but not much damage behind him. Another round for him, but hopefully we get something going. Because, again, it's been a bit restless, been a bit one-sided. As far as Alexar Kimura's going to have to finish him, and really his best-case scenario is the armbar from the bottom. Maybe he'll knock him out here. There's a nice straight right hand, though. There, as far as now, Safarov's starting to slow down, so is Kimura. Using left jabs to connect with the right hand. Two jabs and a low kick. Safarov coming forward, willing to take a few shots, gets close enough to wrestle now. Can't have to sub left jab, hits the right hand, though. Safarov gets a hold of him, tries to wrestle him up against the cage. He's got him up against the cage again, and yeah, just doing a great game plan, really, from Safarov. Can't really blame him here. Using that Sambo background to keep him up against the cage. and light him up. As there's a short left uppercut, couple of nice right hands to the side of the head now. Trying to get some dirty boxing going. Yves Levine's going to separate him again. You're going to have to get a flash knockout here at this rate if you're Alexar Kamor wanting to win this one. A very ragged takedown attempt from Kamor here. He gets the single leg, though. But, just not enough time left in the fight to do anything off that single leg. It looks like he did win the round, which I'm surprised by that. Even though he had the takedown, he definitely was fucked up a lot. Yeah, I think 30-27 is the right call. Average fight there. Brutal. Maybe 30-27 might be a bit harsh. Maybe 30-28 is probably for the best. I don't know. As far as... Seemed like 30-27 was the right call. As far as giving thanks, Safarov praised his team. The Legion Fight team is very responsive. All fans going to support him. As he wants to take on Carlos Alberg. He says it'll be a tough challenge. It'll be one to be interested in trying. Sugar Sean OMalley. Jose El Teco Alberto Quinones. And 8-3 for the Mexico native. 10-0. I forgot that Sugar Sean OMalley started in Montana. It's just so funny as far as... kind of random to think as far as, I don't think there's been a lot of Montana fighters in the MMA world. And now we have somebody, challenging for a belt. He'd probably get Russell fucked to death, but still, he gets the title fight nonetheless. But a minus 970 favorite, there's definitely a feeding. Steve Mazzagatti is a refereeing as far as the cage side judges. And round one begins, the exchange strikes. Then it comes through. OMalley looking to get into the pocket. He does so. Tucking into a feint. Fails on the jab, and then there's a body kick, though. Hits the left jab and hits him with a Scyther and kick to the legs. Quinones is still looking for that chance to grapple. As OMalley's doing a good job with these body kicks so far. Been very impressed with that. He hasn't really landed a lot of shots as far as from the boxing perspective, but now Quinones is looking for the takedown. Can't quite get it though, as OMalley's trying to push him against the cage. Quinones out-wrestles him though, looking for the takedown. Not having either. OMalley blocks that, trying to get him up against the cage again. Wow, as not the greatest of first rounds. But OMalley, outstruck him for sure. Yeah, for him being such a heavy favorite, as far as that, there was some times where it looked like Jose Alberto Quinones had him at least up against the cage for a potential takedown, but every time OMalley was stuffing it. Some jabs, there's a jab, hits home, then a straight right. Still just pressuring for it, as jab, it misses. Crunching right hook now. Stayed in trade, straight, neither fighter can land anything. Now they're standing with trading blows again, misses the left hand in exchange. Kick attack with the step strikes, lands the roundhouse kick to the body. Fighters go toe-to-toe strikes, neither fighter can land anything significant. And is looking confident now, shortening the range, looking to strike, may have been able to get in close. OMalley aggressively took the initiative. There's a fantastic right cross off the jab, and he knocks him out with the right cross. Big win for Sugar Sean OMalley, as making light work of Jose Alberto Quinones. At least he's lasted to the second round. But yeah, easy money for Sugar Sean OMalley, as he wants to take on Ronnie Lawrence next. As I said, someone he'd like to compete against, but yeah, praise Team MMA Labs, various sponsors, and all the fans are going to support him. Obviously, he has that X factor about him in the mod, where he can have a great interview. I really don't think it's a great interview, but that's just me. But as far as Max Payne, Griffin against the Leech, Lee Jingling, Jesus, at 17-5, 15-7, almost very similar records. Still not a wrestling background, mixed martial artist. Plus 270 for Max Griffin, minus 340 for the Leech. As a.k.a. Thailand, which is just very funny. As far as having an American Kickboxing Academy in Thailand, kind of makes no sense of it being American, but hey, what do I know? As cage side judges there, fight begins. Two-punch combination from Griffin. But Jingling avoids both of them. As now Lee looking to get him in the clinch. Got him. Almost gets away, but not quite. He's left hopping on one leg, so see what the Leech does when he's got him up against the cage. He gets the takedown. Oh boy, they're looking for dominant ground position now. Lee dives in, but Griffin pushes him away though, so it's a scramble again, but Lee's got him up from behind, looking for a German suplex. Jesus Christ. As he's got his back now. Oh, he's trying to get the hooks in. Looking for the rear naked choke anyway, it's not happening. Looking for it again. I don't think he's going to finish him here, but if he flattens him out. Oh, he gets saved by the bell. What a round, though, for the Leech. What a start. As, 10-9 for sure. Back on the way, they start start looking to strike here. Quick punch misses the high kick, though. It's Max Griffin, left hand, and beating the center, left round kick to the body. Max Griffin doing a good job as far as one that's standing, but obviously once it gets close enough to grapple, the wrestling advantage for the Leech just too much for him as they step in and strike here, and finds his way past the opponent's guard with a sharp 1-2. Nice little two-punch combination, though, from Max Griffin as far as a left jab and a straight right. Yeah, and a quick left jab there. So it might not have been a jab, but a jab from Lee, but his right hand's blocked. Misses the left jab, scores the left kick to the body. Griffin's doing a good job with these body shots so far. His two jabs doesn't connect on the leg kick, though. Oh, what doesn't connect to the left jab, but does a right head kick, but did some damage, too. And he rocked him with it. The Leech is in trouble as he goes for it again, but as far as he raises up the forearm, so the forearm takes it, and the right cross thumps into Lee. Damn, he knocked him down. A sharp spinning back fist lands at the side of the jaw of Zhang. My God, the Leech is fucked up here. Looking to finish the fight is Max Griffin, and he does. What an upset for Max Payne Griffin. What a fight, though. That was awesome. What a comeback from Max Payne Griffin. Getting that 16th win here. We were thinking this was going to be a feeding for the Leech, and the Leech gets caught. What a fucking performance, and what a comeback. As he thanks them connected to Hayatsun MMA, I think that's how I pronounce it, for helping him prepare for the fight, his sponsors for supporting him financially, and he has to face next, and he has a lot of respect for the skills of Dwight Clark, and thinks that fight would be a great contest, as he's solid, sold himself well in these interviews, someone who gets how this business works. Yeah, you gotta promote these fights as GM3, taking on Rodolfo, the black belt hunter, Ferreira. Godspeed for GM3. But who knows? I thought it was going to be a feeding in the last contest, and that was not the case at all. But Mark Gatter's a referee. Gauge side judges. So glad we haven't seen Sal Dalmano's, but luckily he hasn't went to a decision besides the one fight. But yeah, as GM3 throws a 1-2, Ferreira was equal to it. GM3 looking to get something going. Looking to see a shot, but GM3 is more aggressive, took the initiative. Another 1-2 fails the land. Looking for the takedown again, but GM3 just keeps on pushing the pace. Too bad he's not landing anything, and now finally, Ferreira shoots in, but it's a great sprawl. As now GM3 throws a two-punch combination again, it gets avoided, and now he's finally got him against the cage. As Ferreira looking for the trip. He's got the trip. He's got the backup, boy. Prevents the body triangles from going in. Looking for it nonetheless. Still, oh, he flattens him out again. Same thing happened in the last fight in that first round. Yeah, not a great fight. In that first round, yeah, literally GM3 was throwing strikes and couldn't land a single thing, and Ferreira didn't land any strikes either. So, when you have a 5-minute contest when nobody lands a strike, not the greatest of fights. And so it looked like we would see a shot from Ferreira, but GM3 aggressive took the initiative. There's finally a strike lands. A jab is wide that hits him with a beauty of a straight right. It probably hurt his own hand. Finally, a punch lands, he probably broke it. Boy. As GM3 throws a punch, Ferreira is equal to it, and Ferreira looking for the takedown. Can't get past the sprawl, though. As there's a two-punch combination, again, Ferreira avoids both of them. Gets a hold of him now, as Ferreira, and he's just a menace. Gonna take him down again. Another trip. Still got him down, but he's got his, as far as he's in a seated position around his waist. He's got him up against the cage, looking for the choke. Not happening, though. Thought he had the guillotine. Perhaps not. He's trapped against the cage, and now Ferreira's just pummeling him with several small shots. Just kind of doing things with him, other than frustrating him. Now Ferreira's looking to get a better position. Wow, got mount. Holy shit. Is now in mount. Can't budge him. He's as far as now, some heavy shots that come through and rock him. Ferreira firing off some right hands again, trying to move him off of mount. Yeah, I mean, just a problem there at 185 for somebody that is that big and that good of a wrestler with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background too. I mean, yeah, GM3 needs to finish at this rate as they're just trying to tempt him into a takedown. Lands a left jab, but he finds another way around the big right. GM3 throws a punch, not equal to it though. Moving in fast. I mean, as far as GM3's doing a good job of stopping a lot of these takedowns, he stopped one at least each round, but it's still just not enough because he ends up getting it nonetheless. Again, he's kind of around his waist in a seated position. So he, as far as trying to get better position, to a more dominant position, gets turned on his back and into side control. Now looking for the knee bar, that's not happening. Looking for the Von Flute choke, that's not happening either. Don't think he's going to finish him here, but if he gets him back into mount, he might be able to pound away, but yeah, that's going the distance. Well, I think Rodolfo Ferreira just put everybody on notice, though. That's a dominant 30-27 performance. Very, very impressive. And yeah, we'll probably see the last of GM3, unfortunately for him. As far as he thanks I'm connected to Fusion XL Performance for helping prepare for the fight, and sponsors for supporting financially, as he gives a show of respect to his opponent. And Rodolfo Ferreira has the looks that mean he remains very marketable, even if he's far from a great talker. Obviously, Portuguese is his language and not English, so it's going to be hard to kind of get him across. But that hasn't stopped Anderson Silva in the past. As far as skills, translate better in the MMA, or as far as you don't want that to be a great promo. Well, maybe nowadays you do, but even then I don't think that's the case. As the exciting prelim fight here, I've been waiting for this one. Is the little heathen Jeremy Stephens, the Boston finisher Calvin Gatter, 20-4, 28-18. Don't think this one's going to the scorecards. As still, Jeremy Stephens is the favorite. Alliance MMA, Arizona Combat Sports. I think it's going to be a good fight. As a 1 pound over is Jeremy Stephens. E. Levine's a referee. Round 1 begins. They touch gloves, they engage. Stephens lands a left jab, but has his right hook blocked. There's a left jab, misses the high kick from Calvin. Calvin's right hand with a nice right hook. And Stephens using that reach advantage there. Stephens lands a left jab, right hand sword on the gloves. There's a left hand from Calvin Gatter. Quick head kick after the 3-punch combination from Stephens. And he rocks him with that head kick. Oh, never mind. As let's see what we have here. Stephens blocks most of that right head kick with his arms. It is a straight right. Continues to be covered up, dazed up against the cage. Oh, it is a big right hand that goes through the guard. He's trying his best to cover up. And the referee's going to stop the fight there. Yeah, that's a hell of a finish for Calvin Gatter. Big upset, but it doesn't really feel like an upset because we just know how great Calvin Gatter is. Yeah, I think, again, that's probably going to be the last fight for Jeremy Stephens in the UFC. I hate to do it, because I do think he puts on exciting fights, but just when you... At his age, when he's missing weight, and he obviously he's fought Yair Rodriguez, and maybe we'll give him one more fight, because I feel bad. Because, Yair is incredible, Zabit's incredible, Aldo's incredible. Yeah, maybe give him one more fight. Yeah, as far as... I think one more would do him a lot of good. But yeah, just... As far as Calvin Gatter, things I haven't connected to Arizona Combat Sports for being prepared for the fight, and the sponsors for supporting him financially, as he wants to take on Gavin Tucker. So it'll be a tough challenge. It'd be one to be interested in trying. Our last prelim, Montana De La Rosa against Romero Barella. As far as 12-6-2, with obviously the 2 being the no contest. She's minus 400 favorite for Montana De La Rosa, one of the top flyweights in the world. Both girls are. Yeah, both are top flyweights in the world. I would say definitely, Montana with the wrestling background, I think she has a bit of an advantage in that perspective. And usually, with these flyweights, it's going to go the distance, so you probably suspect her getting the win. Steve Mazzagati's referee. Cage side judges, here we go. As, there's Montana De La Rosa looking for the takedown. Oh, she doesn't get it, though. Well, she's got up against the cage, sharp stomp, now looking for the takedown. Yeah, no answer for it. And Slick Trip looking for the mount. She's got mount, looking for the armbar. Well, that was quick work. Wow. As Montana De La Rosa making that look easy as a minus 400 favorite. Light fucking work. As, that's, that's a fucking way of saying that she's... Oh my god. As I hate the way that's worded as far as, just very pervy. I'm not even going to read that. As giving thanks Montana De La Rosa praise their team. Team Takedown are very responsible fans of Game of Sporter. Alright, starting off the main card, Neil Magny and Alex Cowboy Oliveira. And this should be a fun fight, though. I really do think this should be all the hype that it could be for this type of fight. Starts off the pay-per-view. Plus 240, favorite for the gatekeeper and Neil Magny, but that size, though, at 6'2", 170, they're just so long, and he knows how to use that reach to his advantage. He's just he's a problem. It's a problem out there. Steve Mazzagati, referee, cage side judges. Again, no Sal D'Amato, so that's interesting. Fight begins. They touch gloves, come together, and there's Oliveira with a left kick to the ribcage. There's a nice little 1-2. Fails on the hook to the body though. There's Magny. Magny slipping past the right hook, and here comes a pair of left jabs followed by a low kick that doesn't connect though. Oliveira still trying to pressure Magny, which is probably a bad idea. But we'll see though as he's stalking forward, and a pair of jabs in exchange. Hits him with a high kick. Doesn't rock him, though. Wow. As Magny avoids the telegraph spinning back kick, counters a left jab, a solid right hand. Cannot believe he's even rocking for that head kick, though, as a combination that ends with a roundhouse body kick fails to land for Oliveira. He's coming forward on the attack. Another jab from Magny. There's a right cross that lands from Oliveira. Misses the jab, hits a glancing high kick again. Hits a jab, but his right cross is blocked. Come together and strike. Oliveira comes forward, and the two fighters exchange. There's a jab in the exchange. There's a straight right there from Oliveira. Lands a left hook. There's a kick to the leg. Checks the leg kick, counters a solid right hand. Both guys are doing a really good job as far as stand-up wise. I'm waiting for someone to try and clinch, but they're just looking to stand there and throw for 5 minutes. I don't mind that, though, as a fan. As far as there's a left jab, but can't connect with the kick to the body. Another fucking glancing high kick. Unreal. There's a lot of high kicks from Alex Oliveira. As, yeah, I mean, I would definitely say he did more damage, but maybe not, though. I guess those head kicks were just, obviously glancing blows. But yeah, I mean, that was a good round for Magny for being on the counter like that. Yeah, I think it was definitely close. Definitely close. I would probably side with Oliveira just because he was pushing the pace, but also, I mean, just Neal was doing a great job off the counter. It's very, very tough to grade fights like that because there is, like, that fucking thing where you have to think about octagon control as far as who's pushing the fight and whatnot, but with a counter fighter like that, when you're doing so well, outstriking guys like that, it's kind of hard not to give it to him, but they move in and engage, so there's a left hook from Magny, there's a low kick, two fighters stand and trade, strikes coming forward and engaging, missing the right hook, gets countered with the jab and a right cross, both fighters move and engage, scores with the jab and connects with the right hand to the body, scores with the brace of jabs but misses the right hook, and the fighters go toe-to-toe strikes, but the flurry ends without any really damaging shots, as the two combatants meet in the center and they start to strike. It's a flurry of activity, but neither fighter is able to land a telling strike. Oliveira misses a jab, also disconnects with the right hand. Doesn't connect with the right hand thanks to the great head movement of Oliveira. A few gulps of breath, Oliveira is given the first, and he's starting to tire touch. Two fighters stand and trade strikes, neither fighter can land anything damaging. Moving to the second half of the round, both fighters step in and strike. Using left jab, doesn't find the mark with the right hook. Oliveira throws 3 quick punches and lands one of them, but only finds gloves with the right hand. As both fighters come together and strike, Magny uses the left jab, but doesn't connect the right hand. There's a left jab, misses the round, kick to the body. They come together and strike. Slipping past the right hook and counters with a jab and a low kick. Magny's now limping from these leg shots. This is a great round from Alex Oliveira, though. This is exactly what he needed after a pretty close first round. At least do some damage like this, but Magny again on a nice 1-2. Magny lands a left jab, also has the right hand taking on the gloves. There's another leg kick. These leg kicks are just brutal right now. Misses with the left and the right cross. Yeah, Magny can't catch him either. It would have been a good shot if he would have been able to clinch up with him, I think, in that second round. But again, Magny just doesn't do it. So yeah, probably needs a finish if you're Magny, or you need a 10-8 round, which I don't think is going to happen the way this fight's going, but you never know. As if scores of the jab fails on the hook to the body, nice little 1-2. Magny's starting to breathe a little heavier now. Here comes the right cross, here comes the counters. It's a left jab and misses the big right hand after that. Oliveira misses. Here comes a left jab and a right hook to support the last possible second. Off target with a jab, scores a left kick to the body. There's 2 jabs in the right hand from Magny. Now Oliveira's starting to lower those hands. That's not a good sign here. The way Magny's been lighting him up, he might catch him. Another as far as the leg kick there from Oliveira. There's a right hook from Magny. Jab, can't hit the right cross. Is a jab at a right hand. Magny, man, he's a fucking warrior. He'll keep it going, no matter what happens. You're gonna get a 15-minute war with him. As Magny finds a way past his punch guard with a sharp 1-2. Use the left jab, also another quick kick to the lead leg. Lands the left jab, right hand's blocked. There's another jab and a quick kick to the lead leg. Barely able to walk now thanks to these fucking leg kicks. As misses the jab, hits the right cross though. He uses the left jab, also just about lands the head kick again. As Oliveira's just very, very tired at this rate. Misses the right hook, leaves up open for a counter with a good right hook. Minute left, Oliveira's looking for the trip. That would have been a good idea, but he's going to get stopped, and there's a break. Very surprised. I guess Magny just didn't want to get into the Muay Thai clinch with Oliveira, which also makes sense, too, from that perspective, but I mean, man, what a great round. I think he won that round. I would say 10-9 Magny, and if you go off of him winning the first as well, weirdly enough, he wins the fight. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. 29-28 and 30-27 as well. Nobody gave that to The 30-27 is a bit outrageous. Let me look at these fight metrics here. I know he was doing damage. I guess it was close. It just felt like Neil Magny was doing more damage, though. I know the leg kicks were just at that point, it just felt like the legs were already damaged going into the third round, so it's kind of weird as far as to grade off more damage when they were already shot. But I guess that's fair. I think 29-28 is the right score, though. I don't think 30-27 should have been it. I think that was a lot better than rated decent, but that's just me. But yeah, I mean, that was a great win for Alex Oliveira. Beats the gatekeeper as he gives a name check. They're going to shoot a box. Obviously, sponsors off his fans, his friends, famous supporters rather. It's naming a local club. I always want to say Alexis or something. Alex Oliveira invites everyone along to his post-show winners party to celebrate him. He's a charismatic talker, knows how to really sell himself. It's the Motown phenom, Kevin Lee, taking on Beneil Dariush as 18-5, 17-4-1. Minus 300 for the favorite in Kevin Lee. TriStar Gym, team punishment for Beneil Dariush. Plus 250, the underdog, but there's been some underdogs getting a lot of big wins today, as Steve Mazzagatti is our referee again. Judges, fight begins, they exchange strikes here, they meet in the center, start to strike, there's a jab and a low kick. 1-2, both fighters step in and strike. Dariush is off target with a jab, but scores with a right kick to the body. Hits with a two-punch combination, quick left and straight right. As Dariush is pressuring him now, manages to counter jab. His right hand misses with a left to the body. Fires a counter jab, doesn't connect it. Jab is wide, and then hits him with a slithering kick to the legs. Comes again and strikes, as it lands a right jab, but is also well off target with a head kick. There's a jab and a right cross. There's two fighters coming together straight, but neither fighter can really make the most of it. It's really tentative, nothing really comes of it. They stand and trade in the center of the ring. I did it again, center of the cage, as neither fighter gives or takes any real damage. It's a stalemate, but both fighters throw strikes with failing anything, as Lee uses a body kick, but it's parried away. Dariush doesn't find the mark with the left hook. Still pressuring him as Dariush. Two kind of left jabs. Two kind of left jabs, rather, excuse me. As misses the big right hand. Actually, he misses the big left hand, but he hits the right hand to Dariush. As Lee's feints one way, throwing him off balance, badly exposed here. As Dariush misses the big left hand, here comes a counter right hook from Kevin Lee. As Kevin Lee with two left hands on the counter as well. There's a left to the body. Misses the left hook, another counter. It's a jab and a left roundhouse kick to the body. Yeah, Kevin Lee's doing a really, really good job in that first round. That was really, really impressive to see. He just was able to counter-strike and was able to land some powerful shots, too. He did a really good job. Yeah, definitely 10-9 for sure. As they engage in the center, displaying some good boxing here. As Kevin Lee, again, throwing some flurry of three punches, ending them with a right hook. As Dariush misses a jab, but connects cleanly with a left hand. Does land on the southpaw strike. Both fighters strike without success now. There's a right hand taken on the gloves. There's a left hand taken on the gloves. Force exchange strikes. There's a right hand exchange. Misses all strikes in combination with a low kick to the leg. Connects the jab. Misses the left hand. Lee gets a hold of him now. Looking to wrestle him down. Doesn't get it though. Dariush blocks it. Turns Lee slightly now. Can't create enough space to get free of the clinch now. He's trying to get him up against the cage. But now Dariush fights it off though. And it's now Lee looking for the slam. He slams him down. Well, that's a fucking turn of events, and now he's inside control. A couple of knee strikes to the ribs now. Some more knees to the ribs. Man, Kevin Lee doing a really, really good job. This is kind of the Kevin Lee that we expected to see, pre-fucking COVID Kevin Lee when he was a menace and beating the fuck out of dudes. I mean, I figured it was going to be close. It hasn't really been close. He's really outclassed Beneil Dariush, and he needs to finish now. Does Dariush here in the third. There's a leg kick. Misses the left jab, but connects clean with the right hand. There's a powerful straight right now, and he knocks him down. Looking for the finish in the third, and he's fucking got it. The Motown phenom, Kevin Lee, wins it. That's a hell of a performance. That is putting the 155 division on notice for sure. I mean, that was awesome. Awesome. Obviously, he was the strong favorite at minus 300, but still, that's a big time fight. He wants Pettis next. That'd be actually a lot of fun, because obviously both guys could stand up, but Kevin Lee's got a great wrestling background. But what the great thing about Anthony Pettis is, when you have his back and you kind of have the body hooks on him, I don't know what it is, I don't know what kind of training he had, but the way he can get out of that, very rarely do I see guys be able to get out of that position, because we just saw it in the co-main in real life. Fucking Grand Dawson just fucking was backpacking the entire fight, and Demir had like no strategy at all getting out of it. Which, for some guys, it's a boring style. To me, I mean, at least he's trying to finish the fight. So I've seen worse. I've seen my fair share of, Jake Shields and fucking as far as and John Fitch fights. So I don't mind when someone's backpacking, because at least they're trying to get a rear naked choke. But when it doesn't connect, though, obviously it ends up being a bit of a snooze. But that's beside the point. So, but Kevin Lee, though, Young's ever connected to TriStar Gym for up and fight, and also the sponsors supporting him financially, as no doubt that he knows how to talk with the best of them. Yeah, he is a pretty funny dude. I forget what press conference that was. I think it was for the Dos Anjos fight, where he was throwing off some good one-liners on him, as Jazeer, Amiga de Silva against Brandon Moreno, the assassin baby himself, as Formiga is the favorite. Team Nogueira, no team for Brandon Moreno. 16-5-1, 23-6. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, or Rio Grande do Neto, Brazil, as the 34-year-old Brazilian that's looking to take on 50 in a rematch. I think, though, Moreno's going to surprise him. We'll see. The Steve Miles guys is our referee. Cage side judges the opening bell. Formiga lands a flurry of 3 quick punches. Misses the big right hand that falls up, though. Moreno keeping slightly in and out of range, looking for that chance to get a takedown in. And there's a straight right. Formiga's now pressuring him. Now there's a counter left hand. Catches Moreno with a head kick. Formiga's still countering him, or still pressuring him. Now there's a counter left hand from Moreno again. There's a big right hand. He's doing a good job. He can't hit the setup strikes, but he's landing the powerful shots, though. As there Formiga again. All 3 quick punches landing, and then hits a nice straight right hand. But Moreno, he can stand in there and bang with the best of them. He's got a hell of a draw on him. He hits a straight right. Not a great first round, though. If you're Brandon Moreno, another high kick. I mean, just getting fucked up here. All he's doing is landing counter jabs. There's a right hook now. There's a counter left hand from Moreno. It finally misses on a big shot. Come together and strike. There's a right cross up to the left jab. Yeah, I mean, I just fucked him up that entire first round. Yeah, obviously, first round for Formiga for sure. As Formiga up 10-9, maybe even a 10-8. I wouldn't hate a 10-8, but usually you want to reserve those 10-8s for guys that knock people down and whatnot. But Moreno throws a counter jab, misses. As there's a fails to find on his jab, hits the right cross though. Counter jab and misses. There's a jab, can't connect with the head kick. Off target with the jab, hits the right cross though. Moreno. There's a 1-2. Stepping into the pocket, avoids the jab on the way in, falls for a clever feint. There's a nice straight right hand from Formiga. Man, this has just been nuts. Another right head kick. Moreno with another counter jab. He's just been countering jab the whole fucking time. There's a right hand. Quick punches and make contact on a low kick. He might be rope-a-doping him, to be honest. And now he's kind of wearing him down. Misses the jab. And there's a lovely right high kick. He might finally rock him here. Yeah, he does. Got him against the cage. Right uppercut. Nails him with that shot. Straight right hand, but he continues to be covered up. Now look for the Muay Thai clinch. Unreal. Moreno survives, manages to clear his head and circle away from the cage. Back to the center we go. Connects with 2 left jabs. Nothing but air on the big right. I mean, Moreno needs a finish. That is for sure. Hits a left jab and catches him with the right hook. There's a spinning back kick to the body. And it fails on his jab. Hits the straight right. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like he's just outclassed him as Formiga. But, boy, oh boy. Moreno needing a finish here in the third if he wants to take on the flyweight champion of the world. He's got him in a clinch. Looking for the trip. It's a good idea, but can't get him. And now he's stuck against the cage. Well, there went that. As jab lands, gets him the right hook to the body. Some right hooks now. Now he's starting to lower his hands. Lands against his corner now. Moreno been able to get in close, but Formiga, again, just pushing the goddamn pace. There's the 3 quick punches and a body kick. And now looking for 1-2. Moreno avoids both of them. Yeah, this is now just turning into a formality at this rate. Second half of the round, though. Jab hits home, gets him with the right hook. Even Theodore's like, throw in the damn towel. As Formiga slips past the right hook and counters with a jab and a left to the body. Jab is wide, and it scores the leg kick. I mean, Formiga just Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Oh, Moreno looking to take him down. Again, he can't take him down either. I mean, he had nothing for him. Had nothing for him. I mean, that's definitely 30-27. All three judges, yes. Unanimous decision win. So we're going to have the two Brazilians battling out for the flyweight title. As for Miga, Jazeer de Silva himself taking on Figgy. And so he gets a rematch. It might potentially be the new flyweight champion of the world. But yeah, Brandon Moreno, not good. Bit of a letdown in that performance. He praised his team, a Team Nogueira, very responsive to all the fans who came out to support him. And he gives a show of respect for the skill and toughness of Moreno. Man, just just the pictures alone, it looks like Yoel Romero could eat Israel Adesanya the way he's built. That's gonna be nuts. I think it's gonna be a lot better than the real life fight. Obviously, that's not too hard to do, but yeah, I mean, he's the favorite too. We might have a fucking 40-year-old middleweight champion. Who knows? Middleweight title on the line. Now, Steve Mazzagatti is our referee. As they touch gloves. Oh, great. Well, neither fighter does anything. There's a tentative jab from Romero. Adesanya lands a left hand. Romero with a low kick avoids it as the setup. Romero misses the left hand. There's a beautiful straight right, though, from Adesanya. Stepping into the pocket. There's a lands of one of the four quick punches, but Romero avoids the kick to the body. They stand and train the center of the cage, and the fighter can land a good shot. Coming forward now, it's Adesanya starting to trade some blows. Tries to jab and misses. Lands a flurry of three punches. Adesanya sees two of them land, and the following leg kick misses. Romero with a counter jab. There's a crunching right hook from Adesanya. I don't think he's going to knock him out. You never know, though. Romero with a good right hand. I just think Romero's just too fucking dieseled up for that. But Romero misses the left hand in exchange. 1-2 from Romero. Oh, rather, 1-2 from Adesanya, but Romero's equal to it. As the fighters go to their strikes, neither as it's a flurry. Ends without any really damaging strikes. And now's our two jabs are followed by a right hand. Yeah, Adesanya's just being a little too much right now for him. A jab is wide. Hits him a straight right that lands hard. A low kick to the front leg. He's doing a good job with the size advantage, as far as with the reach advantage. Right? The size advantage is still to Romero, even though he's only 5'10". But man, he's fucking massive. But yeah, that's a great round. Great round from Adesanya. Just kind of popping him. Doing what he can. Making it tough for him. Surprised he didn't even try for a takedown in the Yoel Romero, but maybe he's waiting till the championship rounds to turn it up on him. Two-punch combination. Romero avoids both of them. Now stepping into the pocket again. Falls for a clever feint, and there's a straight right hand that lands hard. Pressuring him now, counter jab. Connects with the jab, doesn't connect with the body kick, though. Exchange strikes, sees both fighters fail anything significant. Confident comes in closer. Romero appeared to be trying to go in close, but Adesanya took the initiative first. And there's a high right head kick from Adesanya. As Adesanya feeds one side, again, Romero has to be off balance, misses the right hook, and gets kind of a jab and a right roundhouse kick to the body. That does not connect. Adesanya's already tired. That is not a good sign when you still have 3 more rounds, as both fighters come together and strike. As Romero misses the big right hand, here comes the balance, putting him off balance rather, is allowing Adesanya to attack with a jab and a right cross. Nice little 1-2s from both guys. A left jab and a spin kick from Adesanya to the body, and then Romero lands a left jab and a right cross. Counter jab from Romero, fails to land on strikes on the combination then with a slithering low kick. Jab in the exchange, falls for another excellent feint. Another slithering kick to the legs. The leg kicks are a good idea. Counter jab from Romero. Oh man, another powerful leg kick. Stepping in the pocket, beautiful straight right. Nice little 1-2 from Adesanya. Yeah, you're just seeing that Adesanya is just... Obviously he's a point fighter. You know what he can do as far as he's looking to just get the most out of these rounds. And he's doing a good job of that right now. But he's also landing some good shots against Romero. But another 10-9 round. Definitely 2018 Adesanya. Romero's limping pretty heavily already. Going into the third. Romero misses the right hook. Here comes a counter with the left jab and a right hand that lands clean. I don't think he's going to knock him out. But again, I think this one's going to go the distance probably. There we go. Finally some grappling from Romero. This might change some things. Left jab, a kick with a spin kick. Stand and trade blows. Adesanya's now definitely moving slower. Feints open. But, feint rather bought entirely by Romero. He's left wide open. As he slips past the right hook, counters with a brace of jabs followed by a right hook to the body. Romero lands a left hook to the body now. A good 1-2 from Adesanya. Exchange of strikes now. Misses the jab, also misses the right hand. Showing good head movement here. Bobbing, weaving out of the way of these punches. Adesanya slipping past the right hook, counters with a nice right hook of his own. You're not doing a good job here. Is Romero standing and trading with him? He's been outclassed and outstruck. He needs to he definitely has a puncher's chance, but he needs to. Oh well, and that last punch probably hurt him as well. He grins in response, but he's not fooling anyone. I don't know why he's not trying to take him down. As he misses the right hook, gets kind of the jab and a great right hook. Now Adesanya moving to southpaw. Interesting strategy. Adesanya attacks with a powerful straight left. Well, he knocked him down with that, so he probably should have started off at southpaw to begin with. Now looking to finish the fight here before they get into the championship rounds, and he does. What a performance from Adesanya. Yeah, that was definitely better than the actual fight. As the last style bender, Israel Adesanya defeating Yoel, the soldier of God Romero, as UFC 248 having a good co-main. We'll see how the main event does now. As thanks everyone. All of his sponsors for backing him. Also thanks his family, friends, sports. Crazy he has no team. As the fucking middleweight champion of the world. Posing for photographers with his belt around his waist. He's a class act as an interviewee. Yeah, he actually is a pretty good promo. As Jedrzejczyk taking on Magnum Zhang Weili. Can't wait for it. This fight's gonna rule. Come on. It ruled in real life. It's got to rule here. Both of the favorites on the betting line. Actually, that was minus 140 for Zhang Weili. Never mind, she is the underdog. Is the champion. But the champion was the underdog of the last fight. We saw that win. As Steve Mazzagatti is just reffing all these goddamn fights tonight. As Gaethje judges there. Is Jedrzejczyk. Ignores a touch of gloves. Jedrzejczyk comes forward. There's a kind of left doesn't connect with it. And there's a 1-2. Doesn't land either blow though. 4-6 strike exchange does Joanna. As now pair of jabs, or just a jab rather, from Weili in the exchange, 1-2, but Weili was equal to it. Kind of jab, Jedrzejczyk with a jab, and scores a spinning kick to the body. Now, Joanna's looking to push the pace here, there's a counter jab again. Jab hits home from Joanna, and then she catches Weili with a low kick to the front leg. A lot of them are, showing a lot of leg kicks tonight, but a little bit tense is Zhang Weili. It's a big chance, it's a big fight. Main eventing a pay-per-view like this, the nerves will get the best of you. As Weili with a good 1-2. Good stuff there. As she lights her opponent up with 3 quick jabs and a hook to the ribs. Stalking forward now, Weili with a left-hand exchange. Jab lands, I think of an air on the big right. Misses the big right hand, here comes a counter. Does Joanna's counter to the jab with the left roundhouse kick to the body. 2 counter jabs from Weili. And moving in behind 3 quick punches, 3 of them all finding their home, as then hits a nice straight right hand. That's a good combination from Jedrzejczyk, as 2 kind of left hands, left jab, nothing but air on the big right, left jab, but does connect with the left jab, lands the right hook though, hits the jab and misses on the spinning back kick, still doing a good job of getting her into the pocket, can't hit sub left jab, scores with the right cross, come together and strikes, punches in bunches now from Jedrzejczyk with 4 rapid strikes, Weili with a pair of jabs are absorbed on the gloves. And there's a jab and a right hand off the counter from Joanna, as it looks like that will be the end of the first round. Oh no, she misses the right hook and gets kind of the left kick to the body. It's a good round for both girls. Definitely Joanna's the favorite though at 10-9. I think that makes sense. Going into the second round, slipping past the right hook and counter to the quick left jab and a spinning kick. Yeah, Joanna with that reach advantage is playing into a big factor here. Misses the right hook, or right head kick rather, as she gets kind of the left jab and a clean right hand. It's a good counter from Weili, as now Joanna with the counter, as she attacks with a jab and a right hit, and another head kick that misses. Weili with a good right hand. Soft target with a jab, nails the right cross. Body kick now from Weili, a 1-2 from Joanna. She's slowing down. Weili with a left jab, but can't hit the right cross. There's a left jab, misses a head kick. They engage in the center. There's a low kick now. Loving the leg kick from Joanna there, as a couple of jabs, also scores the right hook from Weili. Hits the jab and connects the spin kick to the body. Weili with a good right hand. This has been a great round from Weili, and there's a glancing blow with a high kick from Joanna, and now a jab, but finds her right cross is blocked, and now Weili's been cut. Not a good sign for Weili, because she was having a really good round, but if Joanna kind of finishes the round strong, she might take this one as well. As Joanna lands a left jab, but the right hand's blocked. A couple of jabs now, they're easily, and also scores a left kick to the body from Weili. Joanna with a jab, doesn't connect with the low kick though. Can't connect with the jab, but hits the right hand though. It's Weili doing a very good job. There's a left hook. Off target with a jab that nails the vicious right cross. Knocks her down at the end of the round. What a round for Zhang Weili. 1-1 for sure. Love it. This has been fantastic. Now they're trying to have the cut man come in and stop the bleeding from Weili. Exchange strikes at relatively close range. Nothing really lands, though. As Weili misses the big right hand. Here comes Joanna with a jab and a right hook that's avoided last possible second. 1-2 past her opponent's guard from Weili. Oh, there's a jab and a right cross from Joanna. This fight has lived up to the expectations, the very, very high expectations. There's a three-punch combination that ends with a right cross, and she rocked her with that one. There's a right hand on the jaw, knocks her down, looking to finish the fight, and she does. What a win for Zhang Weili. God bless her. That was a hell of a fight, though, for both girls. What a comeback, too. Going down the first round, coming out of the second, knocking her down right at the end of the bell to go into the third round and keep the pressure on. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. What a fight. And giving thanks to Zhang Weili, praising her team of Evolve MMA, of various sponsors, all fans can support her. With the UFC Women's Strawweight title still around her waist, she celebrates continuing her reign as champion. Again, she's Zhang Weili. Let's put some respect on her fucking name here. She's awesome. That delivered for what I expected. It's like the flyweight fight didn't really go as planned, and also the Magny fight, but also Oliveira did a very, very good job of pushing the fight with him. I thought it was a little bit, I thought it should have at least been good, but hey, that's just me. We made $102,000 off the pay-per-view, so that's nice. 75 on the critical rating, 10,000 in attendance for Nevada. Here in Nevada, rather, Jesus says we made about $2.5 million from the gate. Prelims went well, too. We had the big upset from the Leech losing. The Calvin Gatter comeback was awesome. It was actually a lot of fun fights, and then just a complete domination from Montana De La Rosa in the prelim as well. It's crazy. We had 3 third-round finishes. Don't really see that a whole lot in the main card, especially with the title fights. But yeah, that was awesome. Glad we went with that as the main. Hey, popularity increased everywhere. Awesome. That's exactly what we needed. Definitely want to give a performance bonus for Zhang Weili. Yeah, well, Sean, I guess, still have the KO of the night. Kind of want to give it to Zhang Weili or Adesanya, maybe. It's tough. I'm not really sure. I do like Kevin Lee's knockout, too. There's a lot of good ones from the TKO side of things. I know there's only been one. Actually, we're going to give it to Calvin Gatter. That was awesome. That was great. Yeah, performance bonuses, though. Trying to think. Yeah, definitely Jazeer. Oliveira. He was, I guess he wasn't the underdog, so maybe not. Yeah, definitely give her a performance bonus. She fucking killed it. Calvin Gatter for sure. Yeah, Ferreira for sure. Yeah. And Max Griffin for the comeback. Or for just for the great fight as well. We didn't change we should have given him more money because it was a pay-per-view. Well, we made $2 million, so it sucks, though, that they didn't get as much money as they should have off the performance bonuses. Damn. But, big night for the card. Big night of Brandon Moreno made $3,000. That's brutal. And it's, what a fun card. Fun main, fun co-main. Nothing more you can really ask for there. It's Pitbull against Michael Chandler in the main, and Michael Page on that card as well. Melvin Manoff's opening up the show. Of course, that's a Bellator prelim. Kind of just want to see what happens. I'm going to keep it going. And that will do it for this episode, though. For episode 7. For this card. Having a Gracie against Michael Page just seems like a terrible idea. Yeah, finished him in the 3rd round. That makes sense. I'm surprised it even lasted the 3rd round. Michael Page. Obviously, a very charismatic fighter. And we're waiting for the Michael Chandler contract to run up so we can get him. I would probably even sign Pitbull, too. He's pretty awesome. Yeah, Iron Mike. Solid knockout. Makes sense. Bellator lightweight champion. No surprise there for Michael Chandler. That will do it for this episode, though. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time for the Fight Night card that's in Brazil. I cannot wait for that main event, though. As Charles Oliveira taking on Edson Barbosa, 2 of my favorite fighters, battling it out. 2 guys that are just awesome, and that should be a fun fight. So we'll catch you guys there. Take care, everyone.